Medicine out here is completely different than any medicine that we know in the United States. How you treat it is completely different, how you approach it and how you look at it. We're saying the same thing to prescribe them, but they're called different things, so we have to run back and look at the bottle, and then I'm like, oh, okay, Bactrim, and he calls it Cotrim. But
there had been another organization that had built kind of an infrastructure for a clinic, but it had no running water in it, no tables, no anything, no shelves, no nothing. It's just a concrete floor and some wood rafters and a little metal on the roof. And the first morning we're there, there's like a couple hundred people sitting outside waiting because they'd heard there was a doctor there. There's not actually any staff on site. There is one gentleman who's here, John Akon. He works for the state. He's a healthcare provider. Why does she think she has kidney pain? He and I sat down 2 days in a row and saw 74 patients the first day, 72 patients the second day. Majority of the patients had malaria. This is an 11-year-old who came in with malaise, fevers, headache, and is being treated for malaria. That's one of the things I'm most proud of. I think that we were able to give immediate medical help that they hadn't seen in months. Things that you and I might take for granted, you know, pop an Advil or two here or there, or, you know, a small wound on your arm that you don't have an antibiotic for. They'd come back the next day, and you could tell that they were feeling a lot better, looking better, and probably had a good night's sleep for the first time in a while. You know, little things like running water in the clinic. They're probably 90% there. They're short a hose. And next time we come back, if they haven't got it, we'll bring it. I think I'll be better prepared in terms of the medical supplies that they really need the next time. And so I'm looking forward to it. Come on, girls! Come on! We're ready to do a concert. Another big goal of ours going over there was for me and Damian Horn, a fellow musician, songwriter, and artist here in Nashville. We wanted to play them some music. We're professional musicians and singers. We figured, you know, here they are out in the middle of nowhere, Akon village in the south of Sudan. They've never seen a concert in their life. And they'd never even seen guitars. I mean, when we pulled those things out of the cases, kids were just looking at us like, what's that? What's that? Somewhere there's a stolen halo. What we come with is music. That's our thing. That's what we do. That's where we come from. That's where our ability to come here comes from, is music. And we know that music is as important as anything out there. Just as much as reading, writing, and arithmetic is music. Someone ran away with having people in Sudan who probably have never heard country music or rock music, or at least not live, having them clapping their hands to Big Kenny. The 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cultures exploding there and everybody getting it, that was a high. That was a real high for me. And she says, take me away, then take me farther. Surround me now and hold me like holy water, like holy water. It was a crazy experience for Damien and me. I mean, we are used to performing with microphones and so forth in front of a lot of people who understand what we're doing. You know, first and foremost for them is they didn't even understand what was going on. So it took a little while to just get everybody into it, and the next thing you know, they are clapping along and enjoying the process, and some of them had the most amazed looks on their face.
It's a place where I feel the most at home is when I'm able to perform music and give back to people in that way. And just to see them relating, to see them clapping and to laugh and to show them things that they don't do here in their culture, and then to watch them do things that we don't do, and just see how that blends, and how, even though we didn't speak the same language, when we started playing music, we understood each other. She's one in a million, baby. She is one of a kind. An angel sent from God to save me. Ain't she, ain't she, and she's mine.
When Damien got up in front of those kids and started singing and doing backflips, I mean, they'd never seen anything like this in their entire lives.
Looks on these faces, they thought he was Michael Jackson to 50 Cent. They just knew he was somebody, and they couldn't get over the fact that, why do you have hair like a girl? And he goes, I'm more like Bob Marley. And they're like, oh, yes, Bob Marley.
One more backflip.
I know that I was inspired in my life when I saw things like that growing up, and we hope that maybe that we would be shining a little light on them. One of those kids might grow up to be a phenomenal musician.
This is Sunta, you sing for us. Get the girls, everybody to sing. Everybody.
They have a lot of really cool, cultural songs that they sing together and chant in school every day. So it was a great mutual experience and an exchange of culture. A little bit of love spreads a long way, man. You share a little love in any giving way, and it comes back 1,000 times.
They sing or when we sing, there's a connection that comes with music that you don't find anywhere else, that just brings people together.
I've never been anywhere where music wasn't a big part of the culture. It might sound differently, it might be completely outside of the box of what we do, but music is still music. Melody is still melody, rhythm is still rhythm, and everybody enjoys it. So it is a common denominator. It's a real quick way for people to see the commonalities between us. Everybody gets the groove in, man, that everybody kind of understands and loves and finds that, hey, you like music, I like music, hey, we must be buddies.
Back around. And I think I feel like I'm floating off the ground. Because I love everybody, love everybody, love everybody, love everybody.
I know that simple smile can be a great inspiration for those children. I know that them seeing us singing with joy in our hearts, and them seeing us singing with the confidence of joy in our hearts is going to give it to them. And I don't want to walk anywhere on earth and see despair. My dreams are just crazy like that. I want to see a more beautiful place, and I think if we can go to the worst places that you can possibly find and plant some seeds of hope and plant some flower seeds and show them how to irrigate them and grow them, then they become the seeds of hope for others.
Love everybody. Love